Ladies and gentlemen, that is right. Paid DLC is returning to Call of Duty Zombies, but it's unfortunately not in the way that you think. Ever since MW 2019 took away the paid $15 per DLC model, we have now gotten battle passes, which for most people, including myself, has never really instigated the same amount of quality that we used to have per Call of Duty Zombies experiences. And to me, battle passes have made more money for Activision, as you can spend much more than $15 to get higher tiers into the pass. And now there is a rumor that Black Ops 7, the launch title for Call of Duty 2025, will have more seasonal LTMs with higher value unique rewards, such as playing different game modes that will not be available for free-to-play players. So essentially, they are planning on taking the higher tier skins, loot, and crossover operators for LTMs and making them exclusive for Battle Pass owners behind a paywall as a premium event track. Now, to me, this is absolutely horrendous. This is proving that Activision is successfully gouging enough money out of players that they are now able to fully abolish the paid DLC model of the pass and just inject it into the current Battle Pass system without any actual upgrade to the quality of the content. And this is what it's supposed to mean. What does this mean for zombies, right? Well, it means that long gone are the days of getting actual quality maps for your $15 for each DLC. Instead, now, they might even make you pay $15 for an exclusive premium event track of just an LTM for a zombies mode, rather than even a zombies map itself. And to me, this is a huge turning point for Call of Duty Zombies, as this solidifies they are never returning to that Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 DLC model that Treyarch was so known for back in the day with the glory days of Call of Duty Zombies. And now the Battle Pass system has been so successful that they can essentially re-monetize an already monetized product. And it's just so sad, because for me personally, the Black Ops 6 LTMs have been absolutely tragic, and I just don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, if you like current Call of Duty, then there will obviously be more LTMs, but they're going to come at a price, which to me seems like a massive loss. Ever since the Black Ops Pass was introduced in 2018 for Black Ops 4, the quality of content in Call of Duty has gone downhill drastically for almost 7 years now. Battle Pass owners will now be treated as the VIP of Call of Duty, essentially getting limited time maps, modes, skins, and much more just because they paid more. And if you're not a part of that, the content is fully gated out for you. And that would be so stupid to have a zombies map, for example, fully gated out of the main casual player base just because they're not a Battle Pass owner. And so to me, they would rather have these zombie maps. They would have to make them incredibly worthwhile for them to do this, or they're just making zombie LTMs, which I've again said, I find all of the ones in BO6 to be so lackluster that for you to actually pay for that content would be genuinely a disaster, especially when also personally I think a lot of the Cold War zombie LTMs we got were so much better than the ones we got for BO6. Now again, this is great if you have the Battle Pass, but if you are a free-to-play player, which is most players, you are losing out now on even more content, and this is the worst way to return to paid DLC content format, especially if the quality of the content is not even worthwhile for the price, which has been the norm for Call of Duty for quite some time. Now, the vast majority of the community, just like I said, do not even buy every Battle Pass, and they don't even bother completing it. So I see this as Call of Duty completely giving up on its casual audience and only focusing in on the minority that are giving an arm and a leg for in terms of cash monetization to just play the base content of the game, which is really sad because COD has essentially given up on being the household identity it once used to proudly claim to be. And this is the concrete proof of it. I mean, as a COD COD content creator, I barely even play the battle passes at all to get the amount of COD points even required to buy the next additional one. I mean, it is such a blatant waste of time and alright, a scam if you are not in the small minority of players who are buying every single battle pass and also probably making most of the bundle sales for Activision. So again, I feel like zombie players will also suffer from this decision as Activision is making it so blatantly obvious that they're going to further segregate the player base again, especially when these battle passes are not even being able to be backtracked on. So it's all limited time events, and if you're not playing the game when the game is happening with this event, too bad, so sad. How are they going to even keep up with the player counts on this game? I mean, to me, this is them trying to keep whatever minority of amount of players they have already up just because they want everything to be a limited time event like Fortnite. But it doesn't have the same ring to it. It doesn't have the same identity of it. So again, this is also on top of Call of Duty 2025 now being $10 more expensive because of the recent price increase from Nintendo Switch 2, coming in at $79.99 USD, and they will also probably market the base Battle Pass at $15 USD, which is currently per season, while the Black Cell will most likely be $30 USD, and then on top of whatever they're going to potentially market all the zombie maps for, which is going to be insane. And this is the saddest thing. I mean, people really thought Microsoft a couple years ago buying Call of Duty would actually save the franchise rather than destroying it as we're seeing right now. So, like I said, Black Ops 6 was the first game personally for Call of Duty that I have spent practically no money on many microtransactions just because the game doesn't really deserve it. I mean, the type of money being spent on it is just sad, and this update will again further phase out zombie players as Activision is just desperate for the zombies community's cash, especially when you see that they changed the cooldown of the Gobblegum system in Black Ops 6 Zombies to be 10 seconds as opposed to the original 5 minutes, just in the hopes that you use more and more of your paid Gobblegums to then buy more and more in the packs to further fuel the Activision greed. I mean, it is just insane. This is another sign to me that Call of Duty is further catering to only the players that buy all of the Battle Pass content. It is neglecting anybody else who is just freely wanting to try the game itself, despite all of the negativity already surrounding Call of Duty and its backwards microtransaction practices. And as far as I'm concerned, the AAA market for gaming can't crash soon enough. I mean, it's just, how in the world do they think they can sustain this type of ridiculous monetization scheme? It doesn't even matter how good the game is. No game deserves to be charging this much to just play the base content. So corporations, I mean, are realizing their dream of making a subscription-based model to just play, and us supporting it really is fueling their pockets and fueling their dreams. So also, the quality of your content is now being made by AI, as Black Ops 6 notoriously proved for its consumer base. So enjoy paying like $30 zombie maps and an exorbitant amount on something that is AI generated. So like I said, Nintendo definitely brought about the wave of a new consumer base of paying an exorbitant amount on all things gaming. And to me, this will inevitably destroy the quality of what games used to be about towards another successful pyramid scheme. I mean, to me, GTA 6 can't come out soon enough. I think that is probably the only game that actually deserves its $60 price tag, and we are now seeing truly the downfall of the DLC model for Call of Duty, and I just don't know how far this is going to be sustainable by Call of Duty. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys have as your thoughts and your opinions about this. To me, the days of the BO2, BO3 system of the paid quality DLC content are long gone, and now Treyarch and Call of Duty and Activision are actively enjoying the absolute surplus of money we are giving out for subpar based quality content.